Good morning. Good morning. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Good morning. And I just decided this morning that I was getting on earlier. Don't have all my shit together yet, but that's okay. I'm working on it, and I am sharing out. I'm only sharing to a couple places this morning. I never share to my personal page, ever. I mean, really, why not? Uh, and why is it so difficult to find some place to share to? This is difficult. It's ridiculous. Okay, I saw something. Okay, there we go. All right, that's what we're done. We're done with that. Okay. Good morning. Get a little coffee down my throat. Life will be good. Donna Zimmerman. Good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning? I've seen something about you online recently. I don't know. Maybe I saw it on your. I don't know if on your profile. What is it about your name that looks super familiar this morning? I don't know. Good morning, Dennis Casey. Good morning. Good morning. I had somebody send me, actually, I'll tell you who it was. It was Lisa Phillips. Sent me African gay feathers yesterday. I got them in the mail. I'm like, oh! I'm so excited. My feathers aren't here yet from Oklahoma. Good morning, Allie Rosebrock. When Allie gets back into the swing of things, we're going to be doing some animal communication, right? Right, Allie? Right? When Allie gets back in the swing. She just had a most beautiful baby named Colton. What was I talking about? Hold on. Shoot. Don't remember. It's gone. Oh, feathers. So feathers. All of my feathers are in Oklahoma, but I will be in Oklahoma next week picking up all of my stuff so I can get back in the swing of having some fun time, having some enjoyment, doing some stuff. This is not one I've made. This is, matter of fact, I don't have one I've made because everyone I've made, I've sold. But this is a shamanic feathers. I have another one hanging on the wall. This is my personal one. This is also the one that I purchased when I started on my shamanic journey over a decade ago. So this is my own personal smudge stick, right? And it's just one of those tools. Did that man take my lighter again? I swear to all things that are holy, he cannot come be at my desk. I go buy a new lighter and the man takes it. Okay, here it is. We're going to give him a reprieve on this one. Okay. So, but anyhow, that just came in the mail yesterday, and it was just like one of those things that you get, and it's just like, aw, thank you so much, because it's not just feathers. It's feathers off of her beloved bird that she, of course, has collected ethically because it is her beloved bird, right? But it's an African gray, and love the feathers. They're fantastic. I messaged her immediately, and I was like, thank you so much, because I have something very special planned for them. So a little bit of sage for you and a little bit of sage for me. As you can tell, I'm feeling a little better. And let me tell you what started making me feel better. Because Lisa's the Salem link. I have the Salem link. And also tonight, this is a free thing that we have going on. Ooh, before I smoke myself out, hold on. Not Salem. Salem isn't free because that's costing us a lot of money to put on, right? But this is the event for tonight. This is the free mediumship. I just posted it. The free mediumship event tonight with Laura Keating and myself at 7 p.m. Central Time. So you click that link. It'll take you to the site where I think it's a Zoom. I believe we're on Zoom. No, we're on Facebook Live. That's right. We're on Facebook Live. But it sends you a reminder saying, hey, tonight is mediumship. And then this one, look at this. I'm prepared this morning. Did you notice that, you guys? I'm prepared. This link here is the link for Salem, because we are going to have so much fun in Salem. It's just ridiculous. Right. We are fun people. Anyhow, try not to choke on this stage. So, you would think, right? I have a whole desk of essential oils sitting here. A whole desk of them. whole drawer, all essential oils. And Aaron, you're scaring me. You're scaring me, man. What are you doing up? And somebody asked me the other day, Lisa, have you tried the thieves oil for your sinus infection? No, I hadn't, right? Because most things go shoom right over my head most of the time. And this is my second day on using thieves oil. I just put it on a cotton ball and set it next to my pillow on the bed. And we have class in an hour, okay. And all of a sudden, my sinuses start breaking up. I'm like, come on. All right. Why wasn't I thinking of this before? Thank you for ever reminding me to use thieves oil. Oh, it was Tammy Manzo. It was Tammy. Can't pin both. Okay, great, Nancy. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, feeling a lot better. That thieves oil, of course, is a Young Living product, right? I'm a Young Living rep, but I don't act like it in daylight. But I don't actually sell Young Living. So if there's anybody on here that is, throw a hand up in the air, because that thieves oil, man, let me tell you what's kicking the crap out of this sinus infection. Oh. Donna Zimmerman, are you still here? Are you still here? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yes, it's thieves oil. Like a thief, THIEVES, thieves oil. And let me tell you, it really has been helping my sinus infection, because I can't go in and I can't do the virtual doctor's appointment. I'm like, yes, for you. Good morning, everybody. If everybody could share one time, that'd be great. Donna Zimmerman, are you still here? Oh, yes, she's still there. Okay. Donna, that's interesting. So I have my cards out. I shuffle. You'll see me shuffle, you guys. It is a busy brain thing. Everybody give Allie Rosebrock a good morning, because she has not been online in a long time. And there is my sister as well. Don't work yourself to death, Angel. Donna, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you have going on, but your guides are talking about stair steps for you, but it's really, really interesting. They're talking about stair steps into the stars. They're showing you taking one step. Laura Keating, don't forget, girl, we're on tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time, right? We're doing mediumship, right? Yes, ma'am. Donna, they're talking about an awakening coming for you. And I'm not going to say like it's the awakening, like you just all of a sudden everything's sunshine, roses, unicorn farts. What I'm saying is it is going to be an eye-opening experience for you, that all of a sudden you start to see things a little bit differently, and you can go, okay, I understand why that situation was a thing. I understand why that had to happen to make this happen, to make that happen. And you're going to get, right? Going to be big time tonight. Oh, Laura Keating, be quiet. It's going to be fun. It is going to be so much fun. So just know that it may not come in like a freight train. It may come in with a aha moment where you just wake up. Wynette, good morning. If you guys are new, let us know. We want to know the new people that are here so we can greet you properly, because this is a great community, people. And I think that when this comes across, it's going to be a settling in. It's going to be and you're not just going to be aware of it in your brain. You're going to be aware of it in your heart as well. So there's something that you're going to be resolving that was a long time ago. Okay. A long time ago. And it's like, it's okay. It's okay. But you're going to start to see stair steps on how things develop. And it would have been something that caused you a lot of anxiety as well. And I know that Archangel Michael actually stands with you and has his left hand on your right shoulder. And he's like, it's okay. You've got this. I don't know if you work with the angels or not. Hey, this is funny because I got a little bit of feedback on that one. It doesn't matter if you work with the angels. The angels are there. They do their full-time job all the time. You just have a need and they fill it. So I just got reprimanded by Archangel Michael. So spiritually, green as grass, Stefan. It's okay. We all, we have a jumping point from someplace, right? Perfect. Welcome Welcome. And he also wants to say that he's been in your life in many, many situations. And he's Michael has a sense of humor this morning. He's like, let Jesus take the wheel. I don't know if there's been moments where you've just said, let Jesus take the wheel, or you just went, you know what, falls, falls, and just let it happen. Just know that he's behind a lot of the results of some of those things, whether they're hard results or positive results. Keep in mind, you guys, that when we have hard things happen, they're not bad things. They're just lessons. And that's really what he has to say. He is very talkative for you this morning. Archangel, I don't think you guys, you usually hear me say, well, Archangel Michael says, but he's very, very vocal for you, Donna. And I don't know exactly why. I don't know if he's somebody you work with or not. But and then again, he says, Lisa, she doesn't have to work with me for to be there. So trust the process, trust the faith. I'm supposed to pull you a card as well. So I'm going to do that before I get reprimanded some more. Good Lord. And here is the card, Donna. Truth be told, what a beautiful, beautiful card, right? This is the wisdom of the oracle. And they're like, things will come out. Things will come out and everybody will know the truth and you'll be able to move forward. He's right there. I hope it's a situation that's been ongoing for almost 4 years. Wow. Would love steps to see the end of this. Yeah. Just trust in the truth. Trust in the truth. Don't forget, you guys, like, follow, share, all that good stuff. And just because you just got on or were on at the beginning doesn't mean anything, you guys. I go through and I scroll through and I pull up whatever is relevant at the moment. So don't worry if you're not at the beginning or the end or whatever, because we will, my guides will, yeah, there we go. My guides just pull on whoever we're pulling on. So tonight at 7 p.m., this is what we have going on, right? This is 7 p.m. tonight. Laura Keating and myself will be doing spirit messages, and we're doing it because we love doing it and we're having fun together. And this is, I think, the first time that Laura and I will actually be online reading together. I think, right, Laura? Am I right in that? Am I right? It's going to be a lot of fun. Yes, Erin, I'm feeling a lot better this morning. Thank you so much. I am working on it. Awesome. Great, Donna. Awesome. Wonderful to hear, because, you know, it is just one of those things. You have elevation coming, you have awakenings, like, and I'm not saying, like I said, it's not a spiritual awakening so much as an aha moment. We have those 2x4 moments every once in a while, right? Okay. I wanted to go to, good morning, Sita Ward. Good morning. I want to go with Diana. Devarahan. Is it Devarahan? Good morning. I want to. Boy, we have angel energy this morning. Did I say it right? So anyways, let's move on, Diana. We have a lot of angel energy this morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, right, Erin? Won't you be my neighbor? So I want to talk about your heart chakra. I'm not talking about a broken heart here. I'm talking about a heart chakra where it's really overly bright. It's really overly bright. It's like an overcompensation for a situation. When I see it, it's like a green, and Could you please, won't you please be my neighbor? It's like a cheery face. It's like a brightness. It's about, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. And telling other people you're okay enough that it just is like a blanket. I'm trying to figure out how to put this into words. It feels like, hi, I'm okay. I'm okay to other people. Okay. So it's this face, this outpouring of confidence that you don't really feel. It is a pushing of, and I keep hearing the little engine that could. I can do this. I can do this. Every day feels like an I can do this moment. I can do this. 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 And it makes me want to cry. Um, the other thing I want to talk about is hand holding and guidance. Archangel Raphael is like right there. And see, it makes me I'm all teared up here. Archangel Raphael is right there. He's like, let's heal this. We have to heal this. We have to look beyond some of the pains that we have on this existence and move forward into acceptance, and that everything is going to be okay. And I want to talk about somebody that wants to come in, and they walk in from your side and they like wrap their arms around the front and back of you, and their hands would be here and they would pull you in for a hug like that. That's the feeling I get from this. Like, it wasn't a front on hug all the time. It was just a hug from the side, or resting your head on somebody's shoulder, or boy, I just get this really big loss of breath with this, with just I just feel like the carpet's been ripped out from underneath you. A lot of the color red. I see a lot of the color red. Just know that this person that's coming in, they also like put a kiss on your head. They put a kiss on your head. And it depends on where they're standing with you. So it's either here or here. And this person also picks like a single little wildflower, like a little yellow wildflower that it would have been in like in a field of just, wildflowers. It wasn't beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's not what you would consider as a conventional garden type of flower. This person it's like they just reach down and pick it up out of a whim and hand it to you and say, it's okay. I got you. I got you. You're okay. You're not alone. I don't know who this person is. I do know it's a man, but, it's just an interesting energy because he wants to help lift you up. And I've been purposely ignoring my feed is over here, you guys. I'm purposely ignoring the feed because it's not something I said in the beginning, like mediumship. When mediumship comes across, usually we don't want any information. So I'm ignoring the feed over here. We're not going to talk about that. And he wants to talk about anxieties, and he wants to talk about sleep, and he wants to talk about rest. Rest. There is rest. There is rest. That's his message. There is rest. Rest. There is rest. All right. I don't know. I'm going to leave you with this, and I'm going to go to the feed because I see it out of the corner of my eye just flying, and I want to check it. husband passed. Lost your husband 4 years ago. It's time to notice the little intricacies that are around you, Diana, that are little hints that he's around you all the time and he's trying to help bolster you. That's your late husband. Okay. Not sleeping well, not resting well. And by resting as well, I want to say, I'm glad it's accurate, because I'm glad you got a message. It's very important that you move forward. He's worried about you revolving in one spot. It's important that you start to turn here and find that feeling that he's with you. I feel like you know that he's there. I feel like if you really closed your eyes and started to rock like this, you would feel him. And that's what he wants you to know. He's always there, but you can't revolve in that. You have to move forward. I can't even tell you how hard that, and I'm sure you know how hard it is, right? And you know, I can't get into that energy. It makes me cry, because that's my issue in this life as well. It's like, oh my gosh, being without that loved one. I don't have that issue, thankfully. And I'm sorry that you do. But know that he's always with you, but he's trying to help you move forward. You got to get some sleep. You have to find some peace and move forward. I'm glad he come across, though. All right. Good morning, everybody. Look at Lisa's got to decompress. I can't imagine your journey, Diana. I just can't. But come join us. Find some light and love, because, man, I'll tell you what, these people are crazy on here. No, I'm like, in a good way, in such a good way. She's missing so much, I'm sure, Diana. Absolutely positive. Yeah. What are we today, you guys? What are we today? Let's give ourselves a word today. What is our word for the day? You tell us. What is our word? Katrina, you're silly. I hope that helps, Diana. I really do. When our loved ones go to the other side, they're always there for us. And let me tell you a little bit about this. Let me tell you why. Because from the other side, we are hopeful, loving. I love it. We are a few sandwiches short of a picnic. Yes, we can be that too. Let me tell you why we have that ability. Empowered is another great word, to check on our loved ones and be there for them, no matter how much time has passed. Because we think of this as this is our meat suit, right? Our soul resides within here. This is what powers our personalities. And there's so many things that come together to create our spirit, not our soul, but the spirit of the human, and the combination of the soul and the human brain and our lessons, and all of those things create who we are. Okay. So when our soul departs this meat suit, that's why we have a different perspective. It does not mean we go poof and we're gone. We don't do that. And you know why? Because everybody in our life, everybody that is significant in our life, is part of our soul group on one level or another. Even if we're borrowing from another soul group, which happens as well, because another soul group might have a forte and they may be friends with us. And we go, hey, I need this lesson. Can you come help me? And they come over because why? On the other side, there's nothing but love, acceptance. It's all good, right? So when we leave our meat suit, we have a certain amount of time that we can stick around and make sure everybody's okay. And a lot of souls actually stick around and watch their funeral just to make sure everybody's okay, right? when we head over to the other side and we are over there going, wow, look at those lessons. Don't think that they're not looking back. Don't think that they're not okay. Is everybody still okay? Is everybody still okay? They're not fretting about it. They're not fretting about it. They're just checking. They're like, how are they doing on their lessons? Oh, they're going through a really hard time right now. When we think of, hi, Stace Ham, hi, Kelly Hansen, when we think of a loved one that's passed, it is enough to send a neural message that says, how do I do this? And they're there. And when this happens, it's because, and I get this question quite a bit. Well, what if we go into another life? What if we decide to take on another life? What if we reincarnate right away? Here's the thing. We can do those things. We can do those things. But we never totally leave the other side. We never totally leave life between lives. We may say, okay, I put this much energy into this lifetime. I need to recover a little bit because Earth is what? The hardest school out there. Ask any extraterrestrial, they'll tell you it's the hardest school. And we come here very humbly and knowing that we are going to experience incredible lessons, but incredible joys. So from the other side, if we say, all right, I'm ready to do another life. I'm ready to do another life. And they want to recirculate into the soul group, right? They pick the life, they pick the brain, they pick the body, and they go, I'm going to need this amount of soul energy to accomplish my goals in that lifetime. And by doing that, what they're saying is, if I'm taking 60% of my soul energy, because that's going to be a harder life, that's a lot of soul energy, by the way, you guys, 60% of soul energy, I'm going to reincarnate, I'm going to be in that life down there. 40% stays in life between lives. It's a split. They split it. They don't always, they can't just totally evaporate their energy and their soul energy from life between lives. That is where our higher self resides. Want to talk about a higher self? There it is, you guys. Yes, it's not a fragmentation. It's not like we think of soul work and fragmentation, right? It is a willing percentage that we say, that's how much this lifetime is going to take. And we send it into the new incarnation. Mm-hmm. Can I call in another aspect of self to assist me right now, like a light being self? I don't understand the question. I hope that helps, because just know they could always help us. It doesn't matter if it was, that's why if you have grandma or great grandma and their husband passed away in a war however many years ago, all she has to do is think about him. He's probably already reincarnated, right? But time is irrelevant because time is only relevant here. But she can still call him because that percentage of that soul that's still in the life between lives is going to have every memory from every life, every experience that it's ever had. And it's available. I hope it helps because you make me want to cry. Good. Because it's time to move forward. I'm not saying time to move on. I'm not saying time to step away and ignore everything that you've ever had in life with that soul. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this soul is saying, let's move forward in life. Let's stop spinning. That's torture. That's torture. Don't continue spinning in one spot. Move forward. Go outside, smell the flowers. Go outside, find something beautiful to do. Take up a craft. Take up something that is going to move you forward. You would love your higher self to come forward and make some sense of some things. I know I did it yesterday, you guys. I know I channeled higher self for Hema yesterday. And we will do a live where I channel the people's higher selves. Okay. I have to have it set up because I need to have someone, because if my eyes are closed, I need to have somebody asking questions, right? Like, so-and-so, what the heck? So-and-so wants a question. I understand. Yes, I get it. What in the world? I all of a sudden have hiccups. Sorry. I mean, can I like call in myself as a gray? Kelly, with that, you're assuming that you are actually in another life right now as a gray, right? So just using that as a reference, you would assume then you what that's doing is you're assuming. Oh, you missed it yesterday, Laura. We did higher self channeling, trans mediumship. Um, but that may not necessarily be the same for you, Kelly. You may have such a hard earth life going on at the moment that you've given all of your attention to that and not taken it off into several different lifetimes, which people can do. So souls can do that. They can go, okay, if I'm going to put 45% in this lifetime over here, and I want to put 25% off in this lifetime over here because I feel like it's going to be a shorter lifetime. It's not, the span isn't all that great, you know, it's not a lot of lessons, da 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 da. And then you leave the other portion up. You can still do that. People do that. Souls do that, but not every soul does that because some souls just are like, I want to work on one thing at a time. It depends on the degree of difficulty of a lifetime to whether they split and how much they know is each lifetime is going to need. Right. You know, this is something you guys can access. Well, okay, not everybody. Like you are not going to go just jump into your life between lives in hypnotherapy. But there is a hypnotherapy called Life Between Lives that you can step into. And it's not just like, oh, we just step into self-hypnosis. No. Nay. This is deep, quite a few levels deep in hypnosis that you can actually go experience your life between lives. See what your past lives have been from a first soul perspective. It's very expensive to do. That's why I much prefer Akashic Records. Now, I am a hypnotherapist, but I won't do that session unless I'm in person with somebody. I'm not even going to attempt to do that session unless I'm in front of somebody, because you're talking like many layers deep induction into hypnosis. Now, past life regression, we could do that all day, but we're talking many, no thanks. Allie Rose Brock. Okay. Allie Rose Brock and I have done past life hypnosis together, haven't we, Allie, in person? And Allie was not a fan. Allie, would you like to share your experience? Yeah, I know in time is irrelevant, right? So you would think that you'd be able to do that. But if you are working from a soul aspect, you are tethered to a life or two lives. So even though the timeline isn't relevant, there still is something going on, because that you could be on the other side doing a lifetime back at the beginning of time, right? Saying, you know, I want to experience Epipithecus afarensis. I want to be one of the first people to walk upright. I want to be Lucy, like Lucy, you know, and you can go there and do that. Why? I don't know. Hygiene back then was not the thing, you know. Yes, Allie is strongly drawn to the Salem trip. It does. Can I tell, Allie? Can I tell what happened? I think you were my first ab reaction. Ab reaction, you guys, is when you put someone into hypnosis and they don't behave very well. I can remember the people before I was born. I wonder who they were. Yeah, it's absolutely okay. I can share it. So Allie was my first past life, maybe not my first past. Yeah, my first past life regression in hypnosis. And so we dropped her down some more, induction wise. And she was walking. Because you remember all this, right? When you come out of this hypnosis session, you remember everything. And she was walking along in this dirt area. And she started, did we do past life, Laura Keating? I very vaguely remember it. But I do remember her ab reaction. But she was not prepared for what she experienced, because what we did is we step in and you get to see different time periods in this lifetime. And then when you go, okay, well, how did I pass away? She was led up gallows. And I didn't know that. And then she's like, I'm looking down and I'm seeing my sisters, but they're not my sisters, but they're my sisters. And we all have the same thing in common. And she was looking for her sisters. And I'm like, okay. And where are you at? And she goes, and I went, whoa, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. And we walked out of that. And it's a fine situation. I mean, when you have stuff like that happen, you just have to handle it. That's all. And you have to reassure people that they are safe and they're okay. And it's just a memory. And she did that. She scared the living pea water out of me. And I was like, okay, it's all right. It's okay. And we walked out. Here's Allie standing. And it was very symbolic, actually, by the way. I really believe the gallows was a very symbolic method to show that she was being put to death in Salem. We didn't anticipate this at all. There's no leading into Salem. There's nothing about this, right? And she's just like, I'm looking for my sisters. And when she was talking about her sisters, she's talking about the other women that were being persecuted. And she was alone at that time. So it was really, really an amazing past life regression. And when we come out of it, she's bawling. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But it's amazing what you can come across. I would be interested in why souls decide to show different past lives at different times. I have a great answer for this, Dana. I really do. And here's the thing. And I'll tell you a little story about it because it's very relevant. I had a lady when I first started doing this, and I wouldn't do anything over this. Okay, this was not a thing yet. And I would only message her and email her. And she kept coming. I had to cut her off at 3. I started sending her money back because I'm like, I can't do this. This is not how I work. I will not take you in for the same session three times. I don't do this for the money. I do this because I love doing this. Okay. We like to teach. We like to help people raise up. We like to help people feel like they have a community. That's why we have the membership. Okay. You'll hear me. My book is open. How often do I talk about it? But my book is open, right? So when someone gets an Akashic record, this woman wanted a specific Akashic record, a specific one. And not only was it specific, but it wasn't that long ago. Oh yeah, I do. I actually do a lot of stuff, Chris, from Age of Darkness, which we will be on Saturday at 4 p.m. Central Time. You guys, check the Facebook events. I work in the Akashic Halls, past lives often, and I work with Archangel Metatron and Saint Germain there. So when this woman kept coming to me, I finally started turning her money back over to her. I said, I cannot do this. I cannot give you a specific lifetime. I could, you know what? I could tell you whatever you want to know, right? I could tell you whatever you want to hear. But is it accurate? Is it truthful? Is it correct to do so? No, it's unethical. We have a whole class on ethics in our late bloomers class, right? Because you have to be ethical when you're doing this. Because when you tell somebody something they want to hear, you're being an asshole. Sorry. It's just the way it is. You tell them what they need to hear, what their guides want them to know. This is not our information. This is what we bring across from the other side. Absolutely, Christine Emerson, integrity. Have some integrity, right? Don't sensationalize stuff so that people feel like you're a guru. You know what? It's not cool. This is not cool. It's greedy, low vibrating, all that. So anyways, I started sending her money back to her. She got really pissed at me. But she wanted to, and I'll just tell you what this was, because I'm sorry, you guys, you're going to run across people that are anyways, she wanted me to tell her that, never mind. I can't even go into it. I just can't even, it was not. Anyways, so I refuse to tell somebody exactly what they want to hear. When your guides come across with a past lifetime, they're like, there are lessons in this lifetime that this person needs to hear right now. There are lessons in this lifetime. And when, by the way, when I do Akashic readings, I'm also doing shamanic work. I don't charge for the shamanic work that I'm doing. I'm doing soul retrieval when I do Akashic readings. If there's moments in there that I need to do some healing for that person so they can reintegrate a fragment of their soul, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to leave that soul fragment just sitting out there and floating. Why would I do that? Right? Integrity, people. So when they bring something across, you either need to hear about it right now and see the similarities between a past lifetime and say, oh my God, I'm still revolving in a pattern, or you need to have a fragment healed that is missing that you might feel a loss of. And they go, let's talk about this and let's manifest some healing here. So they're going to bring across exactly what you need in the moment. It doesn't matter what you think you want to hear. It just doesn't. Your guides don't care. Like, you want to hear it? That's nice. It's a nice story. If you want to hear it that badly and they have to tell it to you, it's a nice story. It's not actual soul. Because unless you're spending time in your halls, how do you know? It's true. I very rarely go to my halls. I'll just throw myself under the bus. I very rarely go into my own halls. Usually I get pulled in there by one of my guides and they're like, we're going to talk about some issues. Lisa, you got issues. You got some big issues. You should only know what you were meant to know, where you're here to learn. I came here for a reason. I'll find out what it's meant. And when I find out, absolutely, Chris, absolutely. Caitlin, it's hard to grow if you always hear what you want to hear. Absolutely. Absolutely. Never shoot the messenger when you're getting a reading, you guys, please. Same thing with palmistry. When I've done palm reading on others, I always tell them the good, the bad, the ugly. You just opened yourself up to a can of worms. Christine Emerson, didn't know you did palmistry. You know how long I've been looking for a palmistry person to come in and talk in a class? A long time. Over a year. Message me. I have scoliosis. I've had to have titanium rods with the shape of a capital S. Andre, I'm going to read this. Tonight we're doing this tonight, you guys. I'll put the link up again. I don't know if it's still tagged. This is the link for tonight's mediumship with Laura Keating at 7 p.m. There are so many controlling or unethical people doing this test. It makes you wonder if they merely bought a tarot deck and start doing it online to get money. You'll find that a lot of people, now the cards don't lie, right? The cards don't lie. Here's where the disconnect comes with that. And you find that a lot of people started to do this. There was a huge influx of this starting with COVID, right? Everybody went spiritual. Everybody's all over the bandwagon. But here's the thing. If you are, just say like this. Oh, let's do it with the tarot I'm going to do this with the tarot. So, here. So let's just say I pick up this deck. No idea what tarot is, right? I pick up the deck and I'm like, oh my goodness. You missed a date. Oh my gosh. How can you be so blind? There was a date that was coming for you. It was awesome. This guy was going to be great. But I really feel like he was going to be super weak. He didn't have any passion. He was nothing. He was nothing like what you needed. So you're really okay, and then, wow, you really need to work a lot harder. You don't have anything that you need to move forward. People can read these cards all day. How am I doing so far, Isis? How am I doing on the cards so far? Oh my gosh. You have horrible things coming. Horrible, awful things are coming to you. What is going on in your life? You can pick up a deck of cards, but unless you're connected to your intuition, at that point, you're just telling people what they want to hear, right? You're just hearing. Just lovely, Lisa. You're doing great, Lisa. Just keep going. So really what this is you're living way too much in your head, right? That was the sun card. You're living way too much in your head. Why are you creating so many anxieties for yourself? I don't understand why you are so hard on yourself. And in turn, other people are going to be hard on you as well, because people are going to treat you the way that you treat yourself, right? And if you live passionately and you move forward with the things that make you feel great in life, you're going to find prosperity. But be firm in the things that you have going forward. Don't doubt yourself so much. Move forward. That is how we get where we want to be in life. Because we have everything we need to move forward. Move forward quickly. If you are just spinning your wheels, what the hell are you doing? Why? Why are you just spinning your wheels? This is the difference in a reading. This is the difference in a reading. And knowing and following your intuition. Because if you gain some confidence in yourself, realize that if you move forward and you're very positive about what you're doing and you're manifesting, by the way, this reading right here is about manifestation. The whole thing's about manifesting. Move forward passionately, quickly. Don't doubt yourself, and things are going to be amazing. You are going to be so happy with the turnout of everything that happens in your life. You're not even going to know it's going to blindside you. So much prosperity. That's the difference in using your intuition and your guides to do a reading and just pulling cards. If you're just pulling those cards, I mean, come on. But it does happen, doesn't it? And this is where we use discernment. Discernment. I may not be the reader for you. I may not be the teacher for you. I may piss you off. The sight of my face may enrage you. Move on. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Because I'm going to revolve in my area and do what I love and I'm passionate about. And what I'm passionate about may not be what you're passionate about. But you're always going to hear the truth as given to me by your guides. Not my truth. Your truth. And your cards reconfirm it. The change is coming quickly and it's going to be great and fun. We have changes coming. Anybody else feel the changes? You know how many messages I got after the Haiti earthquake, you guys? They're like, you realize you predicted the Haiti earthquake. And I'm like, did I? Yeah, I did. I guess I did. It's so sad. Sending really wonderful energy to many situations around the world right now that are alarming and sad, and the we are blessed. No earthquake. No, it's already happened, Diana. I don't pick up on any earthquakes coming up. I pick up on change. They're talking about a fork in the road, but I don't pick up any earthquakes. I don't usually probe for them either, by the way. Usually someone just goes, look, and they show me a globe and they show me kind of where it's shaking. So that's how I know where there's going to be an earthquake. Don't ask me why. And never have they ever done it for me. Like, never. Isn't this so selfish? I can be sitting in my house and watch my house vibrate. And I'm like, seriously? Seriously? You can tell me, it was like 4 or 5 years ago, there was a New York earthquake downtown New York. And I had we were sitting at You want to talk about feel weird? We're sitting at breakfast. My mother-in-law and I are sitting at breakfast, and I just turned at her and I went, there's going to be an earthquake in New York. My mother-in-law is a trooper, and she's like, okay. Later that afternoon, she calls me and she's like, okay, what the hell, man? I'm like, I don't know. I just knew it was going to happen. So I don't usually probe for earthquakes. I usually just get the information. So sad for those people in Haiti, though. Oh, gosh. And here's the thing. We're not getting any updates, are we? Bye, Isis. I don't know, man. I'll tell you, the changes that I feel like are coming are dramatic. We need to change for sure. Talk to Gaia. Ask for rain. Sending rain your way. Andre Vade. Change. I feel that for some it's requests coming through as the back work was completed earlier this year, and the others it's a period of 2x4 therapy as they need to start self-work. It's like a wheel, it's riding according to where you are in your personal journey. Absolutely. But also I want to say that I feel like it is a political climate change, like unrest in the United States. We have unrest, right? We do. We have unrest. But I feel like it's going to be much more pronounced and much more, I want to say aggressive, but I don't want to say aggressive. I have no idea either. I have no idea. I can't tell you anything about what it is. I don't know. Wouldn't that be nice if I could just detail what it was? But I just can't. They don't give that information. They're like, you'll learn. You'll figure it out. Good luck. Okay. Andre Vade. Oh. You guys just ever have like an old friend come in and you're just like, oh, that's so comfortable. I just got that with my cards. Cards like, you've been ignoring us. Been playing with all the other cards. Why haven't you been playing with us? Not playing, right? So, Andre Vade, you still here? James. I agree, Caitlin. I don't believe it's going to be anything that we expect. Andre Vade. Manifestation. You are the creator of not just your environment, but your universe. That's what your guys say. Pam, Gary, I would ask Allie Rosebrock if Allie's on here. Allie, are you still on here listening? When they say that you're the creator of your own universe, they're saying you influence aspects of other people's lives on a day-to-day basis, and you don't realize exactly how much influence you have. This is for you, Andre. They're talking about the butterfly flag. I'm having to pop my ears because you're very clairaudient. I don't know if you realize you're clairaudient or not, but they're talking. They have a lot of information for you. So be listening, paying attention, following your gut, going with your guides, because you have a butterfly effect that you take off. I mean, your opinions are very held in high esteem by people that you don't know that even pay attention to you as much as what they're talking about. So pay attention to your butterfly effect is really what they're talking about. And really know what you want. That's a big deal. Knowing what you want, because what you want is going to manifest. know what you want, and be careful with that, because we can manifest all sorts of wonderful things, and then on the other hand, we can manifest things that we are not. When we can. Here's a I don't even know if Allie's still on here, you guys. If she's on here, maybe she'll answer. I don't know. I know she has a baby. She's a brand new baby, so she's doing that. Back to the Muggle job. All right, Renee, much love. We manifest some not popular things as well when we go, oh my gosh, I want a new car. I need a new car. I want a new car. I want a new car. But how do I get rid of these bills over here? These bills right here, they really are a lot. And I have a lot of bills, and I don't know if I can afford the new car, but I really want that new bill. Those bills, how do I take care of those bills? But I really want a new car. Those bills, gosh, those bills. Oh, how do I pay? How do I juggle this bill and that bill and that bill and that bill? What did you just give all your time to? The bills. So we do manifest that way. Make sure you're paying attention to that. It's unintentional. Of course, who wants to manifest new bills? You manifested your ex. Oh my God, that was a shit show. I love you. Okay. So you guys, your grandson calls you every day. He's pretty smart, 4-month-old, right? Absolutely. So tonight, be there or be square, right? And then we have the Salem event. Make sure you guys are getting your tickets, because we've made it super easy. You can either buy them all at one time, or you can do half payments on it. And that gets you mediumship and Stace, I just can't even get involved in it, man. I have opinions, and there's going to be a huge backlash in this country. Salem, we're going to have so much fun. I'm working on my costume. It's fun. I have a costume. I have a huge, elaborate witch's costume. Do I want to be a witch for Halloween? I'm not feeling it. I'm not going to be a witch. So, anyhow. All right. See you guys tonight, 7 p.m. Central Time. Laura Keating and myself will be doing spirit messages, mediumship. And what do we have? Tomorrow night, I'm on the Divine I Am at 7:30. Lisa Phillips is on chat in the private group, the private membership group. She will be on at 7 in the private membership group on the group page on 20th. We are going to do live channeling. It's this channeling session, so we're going to do live instead of recorded on the 20th. The 21st, we're on the Age of Darkness at 4 p.m. Central Time. The link is in the events. And then if you're in shamanic, if you're a shamanic apprentice, you have the 7 p.m. Central Shamanic Chat. And then there's the next week. It's all about drumming classes. Rachel Corey is going to talk about energy healing ceremony on the 24th. Sam and I will be on with Tanya Lee on Harmonia and Friends on Tuesday evening. This is our schedule. On the 24th. And then I'll be on the Divine I Am again on, maybe I won't. I don't think I'll be on that day. But Isis on the Thursday, the 26th, is going to be doing vision boards on the group, on the membership. And then I'm taking a couple days off because we're going to go see Alan Jackson. And then I have it written on my book, so it must be true. On the 31st, I'm putting up a trance mediumship healing session. It is going to be a live, free thing, an event on Facebook. Watch for it on My Mystical Life today. And make sure you are click the either going or interested. Okay. I'm reading. Good morning, everybody. And we are done. Cut. Watch for the links for today. I'm going to be putting up some different events, and I'll also be making events of doing free reading evenings. So those will be probably, I don't know. I have to figure it out. Okay. I'm out. Y'all have a good day. Find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine. And because you are. I was trying to read stuff at the same time. So, all right, guys, have a great afternoon. I'll talk to you guys later.